I mean, this is what I love about social media. It's not just about connecting online, but also connecting in person. I think that's really important. Me, it was more of getting to know the people that are watching me. I mean, when I look into a camera every day, I don't see the people that are looking back at me. So it's really neat to come out and see the people that actually watch me and get feedback. And I think social media is only as good as you make it. I think connecting in person, you form that bond that you can't form over the internet. So social media is great, and it brings us all together because these are people I never would have met before had it not been for Twitter and Facebook. A little backstory, I came to this market about 13 years ago. And I started out as a reporter and then worked my way up to being the anchor. I now do the noon, the 5 o'clock, and the 7 o'clock show. And I got on Facebook. About 3 or 4 years ago after some of my girlfriends got on it. And I've now maxed myself out on my friends list, which Dean told me now Facebook is apparently watching me, Dean. Apparently when you max yourself out on your friends list, they now are on to you. I didn't know that was a bad thing, but now I know it's a bad thing. So now I have a fan page. So I don't think I did Facebook exactly right, but I think I did get Twitter right. I started Twitter about 2 years ago. And when I first got on Twitter, I met this amazing group of people. I met at LAP, which is Craig Agranoff. Raise your hand, Craig. Okay, and he's the pizza guy, so everyone clap for the pizza guy. And then I met this guy, Crow272, and I didn't know any of these people's names forever. Now I know their names. But he's Rob Williams. And I met Matthew Horband, who is at MMWine, if any of you follow at MMWine. Also Whitney Pettis, who is W. Pettis, but she also tweets for the Gardens Mall. And Stacy Kenny, who's also on Twitter. Donna Lawrence, who's MDL914. Not really sure what that's about, but I assume that's your initials, correct? So I first met these people when I got on Twitter, and I went to a tweet up. And I did a story about a tweet up, because I just thought it was so interesting that all these people that are meeting online are now coming together and meeting in person. So I did a story on a tweet up, and now 2 years later, at LAP, Craig Agranoff, raise your hand again, is now our tech guy on CBS 12. He does a segment twice a week. At MMWine, Matthew Horband is our wine expert on CBS 12. He comes in and does our wine segment. Donna Lawrence came in for us Eye on South Florida segment about social media and was on our air. And Stacy Kenny and Whitney Pettis were also on our air. So all these people that I met on Twitter are now basically getting promotion of their brand on my news station. So not only are they getting to promote themselves and their business, but I'm getting content for my show. So that is how Twitter and Facebook has worked for us. I mean, these people I never would have met, and they never would have been on our air had it not been for Twitter. There are some pet peeves though I have, and I have to get them out there, and I'm sure they're pet peeves of yours as well. One other thing I did want to mention, Facebook Face Off that we have now on our CBS 12 News at 7 o'clock, which is all a result of meeting all of these people, and we do a Facebook Face Off and people comment. All right, so my pet peeves. Pet peeve number 1, don't disappear. Stay active or stay off is what I say. Stay active or stay off. I think it's so much better to not be on Twitter or Facebook than to be on Twitter or Facebook and have a profile that's outdated or old and you're not updating. I say just stay off if you're not going to update it. So that's a pet peeve of mine. Another one is do get real, but don't get too personal. I like to keep it professional. I don't curse on Twitter or Facebook. I don't usually like to do my politics or religion on Facebook or Twitter. I like to keep it, kind of above board. Right, Dean? And my other huge pet peeve is promote your business but don't turn into a promotion, which I'm sure you all would agree with. That's one thing that I just really hate. People send me DMs and they're all about, get 20% off this, get 20% off that. So those are my pet peeves of Twitter. You know who's doing a really good job on Twitter right now is Allison Seligman. She tweets for Field of Greens, Palm Beach County. And she does a great job of tweeting for them because she's not just promoting Field of Greens, she's also interacting with people, which I think is so important. Sorry. I talk a little loud, I probably don't even need this. But Field of Greens is doing a great job. She interacts with people, but she also promotes their brand, which I think is really important. So those are my things. I want to open it up to questions. Can I do that? Because I feel like, sometimes I just get up here and talk. And is there anything you guys have a question about?
Have you seen Legend of Ron Burgundy yet?
No, I haven't. I've never seen it, but stay classy, Dean. Stay classy. That's what I say.
Always.
Anyone else? Questions? Yeah.
So print media, newspapers specifically, has seen a big decline as a result of the internet. Are you feeling that on the air at all? Do you see any trends?
Absolutely. I mean, it's from us, it's not necessarily the internet. It is the internet because more people are getting their news off the internet, but also the 1.5 million cable channels that are out there. They can cover the death of Osama bin Laden a lot better than we can. So absolutely, we've seen an impact from that. And well, we used to not concentrate on our website at all. Now we have 2 people dedicated to our website, which was never happening before. We put videos and everything on our website. So, the social media thing is very slow at our station and at most stations, but we're definitely starting to get on the social media bandwagon. I'm certainly ahead of that, of our station. And I think it actually scares them a little bit. They're not really sure how to handle it. We don't have we do have a social media policy, which I wouldn't sign, by the way. But the social media kind of scares, I think, a lot of the major corporations.
So, Suzanne, what's the policy?
Well, our social media policy was just you're not allowed, it said you could lose your job over tweeting or Facebooking updates on things that were, company secrets or stories that you were working on that no one should know about. And quite frankly, that's promoting what you're doing. I mean, if I'm talking about a story that we're working on, that's promoting the station. And I don't do a lot of that. I don't do a lot of, hey, here's what's coming up at 5 o'clock. But, I mean, if they really wanted to hold me to that, that could be going against the policy, which, I don't know if I feel comfortable with that. The social media policy is, a lot of companies are now have one, but I just don't know if, I don't know.
What is that you tweet about?
Oh, I tweet a lot about what's happening in the newsroom on a daily basis. Doug, I tweet about what I eat. Yes, I do. I tweet a lot about what I eat. I am eating salad right now. I'm eating Chick-fil-A right now. But I tweet just a lot about what's happening in the newsroom. I do now a flip video of the day. I got a little flip camera. So I just go around the newsroom and talk about what people are doing. And, to me, it's just what I do every day. But to the outside person, it can be interesting what happens in the newsroom every day. It's a crazy place. So I just tweet a lot about what's happening and what I'm doing, stories we're working on. I don't do a lot of what we're working on.
You gotta follow the policy.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, and I don't think people really care about that. I mean, I think, what I'm trying to do is connect with people and let them know who I am. And here's what here's what I bring to the table. But yeah, I just, because I think the station has a Twitter page and the station has a Facebook page, and they're tweeting the stories that we're doing. And I feel like that's not my place. My place is to tweet about what I'm doing. Yeah.
Two questions. You ever had anything that you tweeted or put on Facebook that told the line? And what do your colleagues say about you doing?
I did. I had a tweet probably a year and a half ago when we were still doing the Fox show. We don't do the Fox show anymore, but we used to do the Fox show. And Clay Aiken was on some show. And I don't know, I just couldn't control myself. And I tweeted about Clay Aiken and just, you know, how he's kind of a joke. And someone took offense to it. So, and they told me about it. So, I mean, I think, yes, you can upset people. So I try not to tweet, you know, my opinions about people or, because I understand. We were a Fox affiliate at that time and they thought that it wasn't appropriate. And what was your second question,
Oh,
sir?
what your colleagues say about it, maybe they're not like this, you know, inclined to do social media like you do. Like, if they give you any flack about
They
it.
do. They totally give me flack. They call me the Facebook queen, and I'm Facebooking all day, I'm tweeting all day. Reality, I'm not. I'm just really good at multitasking. I mean, I'm really not Facebooking and tweeting all day. But I do it in a very organized and efficient way. I do it so that I'm interacting with people, but that I'm not doing it all day long.
You're ahead of the pack.
Well, I've just figured out a way to do it so it doesn't take up all of my time, because I don't have a ton of time. But I do, you know, I do want to interact with people and be on social media.
What do you like the most about your job?
That it's never the same. It's different every day. You know, I thrive on change and being different, and it's always something new.
You mentioned taking a little bit of flack for Clay
Aiken.
Do you find that when you're as a local celebrity, that you also have to watch yourself offline because of what people might say online as well?
You mean like when I'm out, or?
Like right now, someone might tweet. You know,
Oh, she's drinking.
or
Did
something.
you see that Red Bull and Grey Goose? She already had 2 of them. Yeah, but you know what? I really don't. I'm not too concerned about that. I'm just me. I'm just who I am. So, you know, of course, I'm not gonna get sloppy drunk and dance on the bar. You won't. That's not me.
We'll see about that.
But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm just me, and I curse in person, as I was just talking to Dana, or Donna, sorry, Donna. You know, I curse in person, but I wouldn't, you know, normally on Facebook and Twitter. I keep it clean.
If we wanted to pitch you.
You wanted to what?
Pitch you.
Pitch you? Yeah.
Communication, we're always,
Sure.
always pitching. What is the best way to do it, like to get your attention? I know, don't DM you or Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, I get a lot of DMs, so it's hard for me to respond in Facebook. I just feel like if you want to send me an actual pitch, you send me an email to my professional email account, because that's where I'm, you know, Facebook and Twitter is more like, hey, what's up, you know. I don't feel like that you should necessarily be pitching me a story on there, because that's not, you know, that's not my professional person, that's just me being me. So I like to get pitches, and that's why I tell people, send me an email. And that way, sboyd@cbs12.com. And I have cards too. So that's the best way to pitch it to me. And I'm on my email all day, and they instantly pop up, so I see them. You know, I'm not checking my DMs that often.
So you have an intern here?
We have 2 summer interns that are coming in.
Don't you need your own though?
I do. Totally, I need my own.
I can put it out there for you.
Okay. Anyone else? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take up this much time.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Yeah.
Boo.
Sorry. It's all Craig's fault. It's Craig's fault.
Stay iPhone.
So in other words, it's all Twitter's fault.